We're live.
Hello, we're live, Marie, mistress of the obvious. I love it. Hello, hello.
Hello,
It's
hello.
Catherine, Marie, Andrea here, Evolutionary Women, currently London, Spain, British Columbia. Yay, that's you, Marie, in the turtleneck where it's really freaking cold. So, big welcome. Thank you for being here with me today, ladies. This is a conversation very much about creation and creating 2023. Now, for some of you, you might have done the whole New Year's thing. Way, New Year's, set some resolutions, and like away you go. For others of you, and I put myself in this category, you might feel like this year is off to a really slow start. Like, why is it? Do you feel like you're ramping up? I feel like I'm ramping up and I'm not quite going at a pace that I would normally go at. So wherever you are in the energy of this new year, don't worry, you're not alone. We're all in different spaces. So today we wanted to share with you, Marie and Andrea and I, as evolutionary sisters, we're constantly, checking in with each other, supporting each other, seeing what space, who's in what space, who needs nurturing or social vitamins, challenge, reflection, support, nourishment. So inside of that conversation, we've been looking at, what really is important to us this year? What would we love to create for our lives, our impact? And then we have a practical opportunity for you to join us in something next week that is going to really support you in setting you up to have a joyous and wondrous and awe-inspiring year, even if you don't feel joyous and wondrous and awe-inspired right now. So let's start with you, Marie. What space and energy are you in right now? What are you creating for yourself and your life and your impact this year? And why are you excited about our challenge next week?
Well, that's great. Well, I feel rather joyous and excited and wondrous. And as I look back on last year, which was the year of the water tiger, I'm really realizing how that tiger energy kind of pulled things apart and really gave, there were things that just came up and, that I made some big shifts last year. So the water tiger was a year of real disruption and they need to look at things differently. So I have had a milestone birthday last week and I feel like I'm entering into a much
Marie,
more
it was a
gentle.
milestone. We all wished
Oh
you
yeah.
happy birthday, but I didn't realize it had a 0 or a
Wow,
5. A
It
5
has a
congratulations.
or
5
a
at the
0.
end of it.
It has a 5 at the end. Oh my God. Happy
Yes.
birthday
Happy
again.
birthday.
You bet. So I'm really excited for this year because of the work that really was the tumultuous stuff of last year has put me in a place where I have let go of a whole kind of, it's like an era. So here I am exploring, I'm looking again at the things that are my definition of success, which include connection, contribution, autonomy, and adventure. And I'm in a place now, here I'm living in this beautiful home in Kelowna, British Columbia, doing some things like all the regular work that I would do online and exploring the mountains and looking after 2 little dogs and just being able to host friends and family who come out and visit and really helping the family that own this home to enjoy their time in Maui so that they don't have to worry about anything here. I'm just got it handled. So it's kind of cool. And I am so ready for this next journey in my life because it really was a completion last year, and I just say bring it on. So I love the connection that I find through the work. Certainly Jiffy is a big part of my life, and it's like 5 years already, at least 5, from 2017 when I got involved, and the adventures that I have planned, because I'm really working on a plan to travel to Morocco in the later part of the year or after I get back from my adventure out here in British Columbia. I've got, I love supporting women in their growth and men too. So it's just kind of an exciting year. So I'm looking forward to the water rabbit year, which is what the whole challenge next week is all about. And just really in a gentler way, take a look at creating change so that we can all move forward with less frenetic and less like stuff that kind of rips us up, fertile ground, rips our mind apart and says, okay, let's put it back together and let's just make some miracles happen here. So that's what I'm up
Yeah.
for. Simple.
I think the rabbit is definitely for you, because the rabbit, it's herd is not the right word, but it's a community animal. And you are, like, for me, you are community and people and love and enthusiasm, and you have a real strong fire energy. So even though the element is water and not fire, I think the bunny is definitely
Yeah.
up your street.
A little
And
more gentle than the tiger,
yeah,
but we rode the waves last year.
yeah, yeah. And how about you, Andrea? What are you creating? What are you excited about for this year, this Water Rabbit 2023?
I just love how Mary, described that I'm also grateful that that year is over, although it was great and challenging for me, or it's gonna be over. And I am in that team of getting slowly into that, as you name it in the beginning. So for all of you ladies who are starting slowly and you think, oh, something is wrong, why it hasn't started more rapidly, or as we in Spanish say, like rapido. No, it's starting slow, but probably it's because the rabbits are also only fast when they need to be, but they also take their time. No, maybe our great guide who will be on the challenge, and I'm looking forward to, will explain that differently. But this is my very simple understanding. So I'm looking forward to more integration as well. Myself in Spanish community, but also myself playing with different women that I did, of course, co-creating with you. And also I'm looking forward to probably more exciting things that this energy of water, but also the energy embodied in the rabbit, not in a tiger, as Marie said, will bring, which might be very similar to my character of supporter and deal maker, which is also more, listening and waiting. And maybe I can explore that, because also rabbits can wait and they have an attention, no, to the things. So probably there will be something similar to that. And I'm also excited about new challenges and with fundraising, with people, and in a challenge that is starting next week. I'm excited also about the guides, what we will find out about this year, and also maybe bringing myself into a little piece, which I haven't had since the beginning of the year. And that piece, I mean, in terms of like, okay, it's okay to start slowly, but build it more precisely. I mean, and it will bring more fruits. Just wait. And this is something I am learning in this country where I live. For those who are listening, I live in Spain, where everyone has time and people are fine with waiting. And coming from a culture that is way more about not waiting, I want to understand that, and I want to cultivate, community and my relationships I live in and I live with this kind of speed as well, and get inspired. I always get inspired from you, Mary, from your eloquent ability, to keep us to account and empower us, and to your dynamo, Catherine. So I can't wait how many other women we will meet next week on the challenge, and how many different energies we can support each other, because it will be a full week and it will be so amazing to experience that. So this is
Yeah.
also something I'm looking forward to with this year.
Yeah, I love your sharing, ladies, because Marie, I heard adventure mentioned more than a few times, and I also heard the challenge and the struggle of last year, and a bit of a relief, to be easing into a new energy and creating those adventures with the people you love, um and traveling. And Andrea, I heard the resonance with peace, and also integrating a new aspect of waiting or patience, and you're in the perfect culture and the perfect time and space to really look and explore that together. My last year was kind of similar. I had similar themes in my year. So Marie, I really relate. Like last year was a difficult year. For me, it felt like a lot of energy, but not much result, and a kind of frustration. But what I do know about the water tiger is that it was really about building foundations. So I think my frustration was I was building the foundations, but foundations are foundations and they're kind of boring. There's not a lot, way, look at my foundation, So I think that's where maybe my frustration was coming from. And I feel now there are still some outstanding foundations to build, but I'm now crystal clear what they are. And it's easy for me to put a plan and just take the actions to do that because I'm just so clear, and because I'm just so looking forward to having that foundation complete so that we can have some more fun. You can build fun on top of foundations. So I'm really looking forward to discovering the unique opportunity of this water rabbit. And one thing, here's a bit of a spoiler, ladies, spoiler alert. One thing that does resonate me with about what I've learned so far is that it is so rabbits are fast, but they're sprinters. They kind of, and they change direction, like depending. So this year is going to be about looking after yourself and taking care of yourself, but in an active way. So it's not going to be about like switching off and just going to the spa and lying under your duvet. It's going to be about integrating these nourishing rituals at the same time as being in motion so that you can stay in motion. And as someone who's naturally in motion, I'm like, ooh, I want to learn how to do that. So I know we're going to learn. Like, that's just one nugget that I'm already like, really excited about. So I'm looking forward to next week to really going deeper and really understanding all of the opportunities of this year, as well as being with you, Marie, and Andrea, inside our incredible community of evolutionary women. We already have 100 of you registered.
Wow,
and I know who you
that's
are.
amazing.
I see the list and I'm just like, oh, I'm so excited. She's here and she's here and she's here and she's here. And then if I don't see your name on the list, ladies, I might come and go, hey, your name's not on the list. Get on the list. I want to be with you next week. So
Me too.
for those of you who know me and you haven't registered yet, I see you. Come and register. So thank you, Marie and Andrea, for, as always, being amazing co-creators and collaborators in bringing evolution forward. So thank you to you always. And thanks for everyone watching. Right in the chat, what are you looking forward to with the challenge next week? What would you like to get for yourself? What are you creating for this year? And do come and register on the link above, because if you don't, I'll come and find you, and that's a promise. And those of you that know me know I'm very good with my word.
Absolutely. And invite your friends. The more the merrier.
Yeah, don't go it alone. Let's do it together. Like, seriously. So we love you, and we will see you all this week and next week. Take care. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye, everyone. Take care.
Food.